You've wanted to play Mahjong in the gold saucer, but you bounce off learning the rules more than once, trying to go for that one rare orchestration roll, maybe even the titles. This video won't guarantee you'll get them, but I'll try to make learning the game a little easier. Welcome to a quick guide to Doman Mahjong. The goal of Doman Mahjong is similar to Rummy. Make a winning hand before the other players at the table. To do this, you use tiles. Here are the suited tiles of dots, bamboo, and characters numbered 1 through 9, similar to a standard deck of cards. There are also wind and dragon tiles that have no suit and are trickier to use in a hand. There are 4 of each tile in the game, and you use these tiles to make melds, very simple patterns. Cheese are 3 tiles in numerical order, same suit only. Winds and dragons do not apply. Pawns are 3 of a kind with any tile. Cons are 4 of a kind. The hand you are trying to make is 4 melds and 1 additional pair of tiles. The round starts with everyone drawing 13 tiles. Then in turn, players draw, then discard tiles to form their hands. This is slow, but there's a way to speed things up. Occasionally, you'll get the option to steal tiles with chi, pawn, or con calls. If you take that option, the tile is added to your hand by making the aforementioned meld immediately. Great for making hands quickly, but there's a catch. It's called a yaku. To put it simply, it is at least one pattern present in your hand from a list of over 40 of them. Memorizing them all is going to come with discipline, study, practice, and a convenient cheat sheet. For beginners, it's recommended not to call tiles. When you call tiles to add to your hand, the meld you make is open for all to see. Calling tiles repeatedly without knowing if it will score is reckless, especially since some yakus cannot be scored when calling tiles. Other players will figure out you got nothing. Not calling tiles keeps your hand secret, and it's a good habit to have when learning the game. The biggest reason not to call tiles is the yaku known as richi. If you manage to get 1 tile away from a winning hand without calling anyone's tiles, you can call richi, discard a tile, then you're on autopilot until you draw the tile you need. In that case, win the round with a tsumo call. But if someone discards the tile you need, you can win with a ron call. Or you lose the round, which will happen eventually. This is a game of luck, and part of climbing the ranks isn't in winning, it's in not losing the most. To avoid dealing into others' hands, which is how you lose a lot of points, you need to play defensively. If someone at the table calls richi, they are 1 tile away from winning the round. If someone has called 2 melds, odds are they're close to winning. When there are around 20 or so tiles left, someone at the table could be very close to winning. So how do you determine which tiles are safe to throw away? There's another catch in this game called furiten. Basically, one cannot win by calling a tile they discarded earlier in the round. So when someone is in richi, you can discard tiles in that player's discard pile and be safe from them winning off of you. This also applies to other tiles discarded by other players after the richi call. If you suspect some other player at the table is close to a win, namely if they've repeatedly thrown away tiles they just drew indicated by the grayed out tiles in front of them, don't be afraid to fold by tossing out the same tiles they did previously. Furiten is actually more complicated than that, but getting into the full extent of all the rules, including everything related to Dora tiles, would be information overload. This guide, at the very least, should be enough to start playing the game and winning a few rounds here and there. Once you get used to the flow of the game, the next big step is learning all of the yaku. Thanks for watching, and I hope you learned something.